Hey, so we're down here. I'm here with Chunky Monkey 40. Check them out, YouTube. And we're down here at the Smokey and the Bandit filming locations. Well, this is the first start of our journey. This is the old Lakewood Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's the front stretch right here. You actually have grandstands all up in here. You can't see them, they're overgrown. This would be the front stretch. You got turn 1, turn 2, back stretch out on the other side of these trees, turn 3, turn 4. If you can see my Challenger right at the end of turn 4 over there. This is where Smokey and the Bandit was filmed, and I will show you what we got going on here. All right, folks. So what you're looking at right here, picture Smokey and the Bandit, beginning where Burt Reynolds is laying in the hammock on these two trees. So here's the spot right here. You can see that building off in the background. And look off in the background right there. You see the tower and just a hint of the other tower to the right. Those are the two towers on the top of the Lakewood County, Lakewood Fairgrounds in Atlanta, Georgia. That's one of the towers on the building. You physically see that in the background where Burt Reynolds is laying in the hammock right here, where Big and Little Enos approach him. And there's also another scene where Big and Little Enos are sitting on a table with you see the grandstands behind them. Well, you're looking at the spot right here. The grandstands are literally right behind them trees. You can't see them. They are very overgrown. I can't zoom up there. You're not going to see nothing. I mean, I can see physically through the trees. You can see the steps, and it goes way up. It goes way up to the top up there. I mean, right about there, you can see the top of the grandstands way up. So this is a spot right here where they're drag racing the trucks through here. Now I'm gonna skip a few things here. We're not going in order because I'm already here. So we're gonna flip to the end of Smokey and the Bandit 1. So here's the spot right here where you see Big and Little Enos, and you can see the grandstands off in the distance. They have a little table set up. They are more towards the, I guess you would call it the infield of the track. But this is the same location, but directly behind me a little bit right here. All right, folks, we are at the end of Smokey and the Bandit. Obviously, I'm flipping around here because I'm still at this location. End of Smokey and the Bandit. Driving Big Enos's red Cadillac. They are going up the hill here. And up the hill on the right-hand side, you got a bunch of people lined up. The last person is John Schneider. And where Buford T. Justice is coming up there with his car and the wheel falls off and it kind of hits John Schneider. This is the spot you're looking at. And if you look, you see the white right there? That's the grandstands. It comes up from the top and obviously goes down. And you'll see an opening right here on the grandstands. There's actually another one right next to it, so there's two. But this is the area where at the end of the show, they go up that hill. So we're going to check out some other filming locations for Smokey and the Bandit, but here you go. Again, this is Lakewood Speedway, Atlanta, Georgia. Check it out on Google. You're going to have a lot of history right here for you NASCAR fans. A lot of greats stood right where I'm standing. Lee Petty, Richard Petty's father. A lot of cool stuff happened at this track. It's a shame that it doesn't exist anymore, but in a sense it does. All you got to do is look. You see the curves, you see everything. So there you go. So we're going to come back at you at some other locations, and we'll see you later. So here's the end of Smokey and the Bandit. You can see the grandstands. They're a little overgrown today, but you can pretty much get the idea and see where this spot is. All right, folks, we are at the next location right here. The movie is not, I'm not filming this in any particular order for the reason of we started at the furthest area and we are working our way in. So I'm standing on the spot right here, right where that Wendy's is. It used to be the restaurant, and you're gonna have to forgive me, I didn't do my research. That's where, and you would have been literally looking at like the front of the restaurant here, is where the restaurant where Buford T. Justice walks in and he got a Diablo sandwich. Hurry up, I'm in a goddamn hurry. Well, right about where Chunky Monkey 40 is was the sign where the black Trans Am was parked, like right about there. And you can see the road curves around. In the background, you can see the hill.
I need a Diablo sandwich. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
You can see the hill and the guardrail and whatnot. That's the only thing you're going to tell. Behind those trees used to be a water tower. Right in that spot right there were two big white buildings. I don't know what they are. If you go there today, you'll see like the pad where they used to be. But this is what's left. The only thing you have left is the parking area. And where the Wendy's is, used to be that restaurant. But it is completely gone. So this is where Bandit came to get a sandwich, and Buford T. Justice came running in there. And you can see there's nothing left. So there you go, folks. We are going to be off to the next location, and we'll catch you when we get there. Now here's the spot I was talking about. If you notice, take a look on the right side of the picture above that tractor trailer. You will see the road and the guardrail up above. This is obviously a little higher up. They must have had the camera up higher on something. But I am pretty much standing in that same location. This was more, I guess you'd call it the back parking lot. All right, so there you go. Here you go right here. This is the spot in that picture. This is all that's left right here, but you'll see where the trucks were parked. The guardrail up on the back with the road. There you go. All right, so we're at the the next location in line over here. If you remember in Smokey and the Bandit, and I'll post a picture up here, you'll see right in this little curved road right here, there was that tractor trailer with that big concrete beam, and the car of Sheriff Buford T. Justice came right up here and went underneath the car right in this spot. Right where you see these cars passing by right here. And like I said, I will post a picture of it. There's a red building. I'm not going to zoom in, but right up there's a red building you can see in the background. And that white building is also in the background. There used to be a stop sign right here. I think the road actually was more straight and it was a cut through as opposed to this little curve. But this is the spot. Sheriff Buford's car was right here before it started skidding. And right there, right where my fingers are, is where the tractor trailer was. And like I said, Daddy, the top came off. And I will post a picture. So here you have it. Here's that spot here. You can see the curve in the road. And if you notice, you'll see that red building on the right-hand side up on top. That building was there in 1977, and it is still there today, as I am going to be posting this video in 2022. This is a spot where, hey, Daddy, the top came off. This is Jonesboro, Georgia. The road you see in the background where that green car is and that blue truck is, that's routes 19 and 41, also known as 1941. And that's the old Dixie Highway. So we just left. Hey, Daddy, the top came off. Well, this road here leads straight into downtown Jonesboro, Georgia, aka Texarkana, Texas. And we're driving the black Trans Am Challenger here. And we will get to the next location in a minute. But this is the way Snowman and the Bandit would have been driving on the movie and behind the scenes. This is the way they would have had to get there to film this scene right here. So it's pretty cool to think Snowman's truck was actually driving through here. All right, folks, we are in downtown Jonesboro, which is actually Texarkana, Texas. And we are in the spot right here. My Challenger is in the spot where the Trans Am pulled up and Snowman's truck pulled up. But if you remember, before they got to where they were unloading, loading up the cores, they were sitting at that light right there. There's the building that said Texarkana, Texas on it. And if I actually move a little bit over more, I can't zoom in. But this is pretty much where the camera was on the angle. It was just zoomed in a little bit further. There is now a big mural on that building. So right where these cars are coming is... So here's a shot from the movie. You can see the train station on the right-hand side, and that building on the left, you'll see the truck and the Trans Am parked at that red light. I'm standing in a little bit of a different location, but if you look off in the distance, you can see that train station. But that's where they were sitting at the light before they pulled up to the building to load the cores. Where they pulled up to this building right here, which is now the arts gallery in Clayton County. What's different about this building, if you may notice, it's actually flush with these buildings. Well, I'm gonna try, because I have to actually physically hold the button on my phone to do this, so I can't really get the best picture here. You see that big opening in the wall? Not where the walk-in door is, but right before it. That is where the bay door used to be, right there. That is the original opening for the bay door that Burt Reynolds opened up to actually access the cases of cores, which were pretty much where that walk-through door is, where that white wall is. Now, if you remember, Burt Reynolds had to kick down the door first to get in. What you're looking at is that brick wall. That is the original storefront that's set further back. That door has been bricked over. That's the doorway that Bandit kicked down, and then he turned to his right and opened up the bay doors to access the cases of cores. Now what I'll do is I'll show you around the corner here how far they actually pulled this building forward, which is, I guess it's kind of cool in a way, because instead of tearing down the building and repurposing and rebuilding the whole thing, they actually just added on. This white part right here, all the way back, is the original cores building. And you can see from here forward, they added this whole section on, which preserved the original front wall of the cores building that they loaded for Smokey and the Bandit. And even this concrete here, you can see how it's flat. Well, this went all the way across. That's where there was an awning, and this was underneath. So that is the original concrete. That was the whole front of the building. It just went straight. So what do you say? We off to the next location?
Yes, sir.
Cool deal. We're gonna actually go. We're only going literally, let's see, where are we? I think it's 1 block over. We're gonna go to the spot where Bandit pulls up in the rig. See, he was driving the rig, and he pulls up to Snowman's house with the Trans Am in the back. So we're gonna go to that location.
They drove.
So here's the spot right here. You'll see the opening right behind Snowman. That is the same opening as you just saw in that little video clip that I have. The wall is between that bay door and the walk-through door right to the left of Burt Reynolds. And you will see the walk-through door today is now bricked up. And if you look off to the left just a little bit, you'll see like a window, which looks like there's an air conditioner in there. In my video, you can see like a big picture that's hanging up on that wall. Well, that is covering the spot where that window used to be. All right, so this is the spot right here, and unfortunately, it does not exist anymore. This is the spot and location of Snowman's house, where Burt Reynolds pulls up with the tractor trailer and they unload the Trans Am and get Snowman out of bed, pretty much right about where my car is. That's probably the original driveway right there. And I'm assuming the house might have been either right there or it was right here. All right. So in the picture, you can see where the rig pulls up in the driveway, which we are assuming this is the actual footprint of the driveway where Snowman's house is. Because if you notice, that tree right there was definitely here in 1977. Now, you know what a tree looks like after you get rid of it, okay? So let's get in line perfectly with that big tree. Check out the hole in the ground. Now, the roots are still going to be under here, and they are mulching. So when you actually stand here, your foot is sinking in. And if you look at the size of the hole right here, that's just as big as that tree right there. So my car is sitting on the spot where Snowman's house was. The driveway, the original driveway. Hey guys, all right, I'm in the car right now, pulled over on the side of the road, but we're gonna actually walk right up to it. But this is the best and closest picture you're gonna get of where the Trans Am jumped the Flint River. And this is located on Flint River Road and Kendrick Road in Jonesboro, Georgia. There's a U-Haul dealer right on the corner here. They will allow you access to go back here. So there you go, and I'm gonna post a clip of it. So here's a spot right here. We're on top of the bridge, but if you look off in the distance in my video, you will see those remains of the pillars actually still in the water. The part of the bridge to the left that you see with the 3 pillars and part of the roadway is now since collapsed into the water. You will see this later on in the next video clip. All right, so in this spot where I am right now, U-Haul keeps this area clear so you can actually access the spot where the Trans Am landed. Now, right in this spot right here is where the Trans Am would have came this way and bam, it would have just crashed all down through here. Now, on the Dukes of Hazzard, on Smokey and the Bandit, this was known as the Mulberry Bridge. Now here, underneath these rocks, is the actual original road. There's some spots where it's missing because there's been a washout. But where Chunky Monkey 40 up there, where he's standing on the actual part of the roadway. And you can see over time, the Flint River has washed away this area right here. But if you come up to this spot right here, you can see the original pavement.
This is massive. This is nothing compared to what John Schneider jumped in.
And there you go, folks.
And the Louisiana Jump is crazy too.
Yeah. You see that?
But this is bigger, man. This is way bigger than the Louisiana Jump.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look where we're standing.
All out of focus. Fuck.
Mine's actually out of focus too for some reason. I had to hit the damn thing.
Burt Reynolds is screwing with it.
Right here, you see that wood right there. So literally, this is the end of the bridge, right where we're standing. Right here. So they would have had to jump from here all the way down. And if you look in that hole right there, that is the other end of the bridge. So they would have came flying up over this. This is a pretty good far distance. And this bridge, this bridge actually collapsed well before 1977. And if you look right here, this is the original pavement. When the bridge collapsed, it literally just came crashing down. This is all still the original tar. Now, right where I'm standing, right here, these are all the original pillars from the bridge. When they jump over, part of the road was actually still there, and you saw the police car just boom down under. Well, that's where he fell down, right under there. So there you go.
There's where the police car would have fallen down the bridge.
And here you go from this location right here again. They were filming from this way, looking at these pillars. So this is all that's left of, in the movie, the Mulberry Bridge, which is in real life the Flint River Bridge, what used to be the Flint River Bridge. There you go, folks. Button.
There you go.
Oh, you could. Okay.
Okay, cool. So you could zoom in. Right up there is where Frog would have been picked up by Bandit, right on this road. And then right over there is where the U-turn would have happened. And then that over there is the dirt road. Yep. You can't see it from this spot, but the dirt road is back there.
That little side road right there, up ahead, is where that blue van came out and pulled up on the wrong side of the road to Frog's car. I guess they were going to steal the wheels on it.
And then Buford kicked them all in the butt right up here too.
Yep, but he pulled right out of that road on the left-hand side up there.
Huh, I forgot about that too. That's cool.
So right up at that intersection up there, I'm going to post a picture, is where the two police cars were blocking the road. This is the spot right up the road behind us that the police cars were blocking the road. That dirt road on the right-hand side is no longer there, although you can see remains of it and where it was. And if you look up ahead on the left-hand side, you're going to see a road that comes out. That is where the blue van came out, and Frog's car was parked like right about there, where she was pulled over on the side of the road with the wedding dress on, and Bandit pulls up. But this is that location. All right, here's the spot right here where we're pretty much parked. You can see where she was pulled off on the right-hand side. And if you look carefully, you'll see that road right to the left. You'll see this in the video. That is also the road that the van pulls out, and they were going to steal the wheels on Frog's car. All right, so this is the location of Fred's Pond. This is where they parked, and they met up. So I'm pretty much standing in the general location of where they all met up right before Fred jumped into the pond. And Bandit was talking to Snowman, and Fred jumped in that pond over here. This is on Highway 54 in Fayetteville. But it looks nothing, and we're on a side of the road that's not finished yet. But originally it was just a small little 2-lane road. And the area looks completely different right now. But this is the location right here. So here's the spot right here. This is where Fred's Pond is. It is completely different today. They rerouted, configured, and made the road into a 4-lane road, which is divided in the middle by grass. It looks nothing like it did in 1977 today. All right, well, I am going to actually end this Smokey and the Bandit video with this last piece right here. There's a couple more sites, but that'll be maybe another video. But I think I probably will add, down that road right there, if you were to follow that road, there's a gas station down there. It's not a gas station no more. The pumps were removed. The island is still there. But down that road, right at this light, it's a one-way, but if you were to take a right, it was never a one-way, back in the day. Yeah. Snowman would have drove his rig down that road, and about a half mile on the left-hand side, there used to be a gas station. That's where Snowman pulled up with the rig to get some fuel for the truck, and he went in, he grabbed like a sandwich or something, and he got into that fight, and they threw him out the door, and he came out and ran over the bikes.
And that gas station's right over there?
Yep, and the gas station's right over there.
Man. And this right here would have been where he would have pulled up right,
Yep.
right from there. So the bandit, to get away from the cops, he would have pulled up. This is almost
Yeah, that traffic box right there is almost in the same spot as where he pulled up. Now, this is the famous spot right here where Bandit pulls up to the light right there, and he had the cop behind him. He comes up to the light, pulls over here, and actually goes up on the grass right about here on this sidewalk. And there was a brick building right here. So I'm standing in the spot right now where he pulled up, and he was looking behind him because the cop was at the light. And then obviously the most famous part is where he pulls up and he smiles at the camera. Like literally right where my hand is, like on this little corner right here, right about where that traffic box is. Okay, and the cop drives by, and Bandit, looking to his right, starts creeping really slow. He stops. He looks out the driver's window, and then he looks right at the camera and smiles, and then he takes off. And of course, this is the part where he turns and looks at the camera and smiles. Something not normally done in movies, but gotta admit, it was classic. Actually, I'm going to do one more quick one because I just found the picture. This is a spot right here. Right here on this grass area used to be this brick building. And you look carefully, you can see the glimpse of these buildings in the background. But this is a spot where this was filmed. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I am by no means a professional YouTuber, and I never will be. I do everything from an iPhone, and all this, I guess if you call it editing, is done from my iPhone. No special software. You guys get the idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, comment, subscribe, share it. I kind of do everything raw. It's crude, but as I stated, I'm not a professional YouTuber. If you guys have any suggestions of anything around Georgia filming locations you want me to see, please leave some comments, and I will do my best to do some videos for you guys. And again, please share my channel. Let's get it out here. The more people I see, the more cool videos I'll end up doing, and of course, the better I'll get. Thank you for watching.